Colorado.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail for this Tuesday, March 28th edition. This is a live shot of that Goor Creek over in Vail right there. It looks like maybe on the International Bridge first thing this morning, but we're going to check in with Mark Sassy here in just a little bit, who's going to give us more information on exactly where he is and what he's doing first thing this morning. I'm your in-studio host, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great 2 hours in store for you. I've been away for a few days, and I'm really happy to be back home, especially because I'm hoping that we start to see a little bit more sunshine here in the course of the next few days. And we're going to take a look at that local weather forecast and that resort report here in just a moment. When we check in with Mark, he'll give us a look at that local weather forecast. But like I said, we've got a great show in store for you. Of course, Mark's going to take us on a whirlwind of adventuring first thing this morning, give us some great information on what you can expect on fly fishing on those rivers. Then we've got the Eagle County Animal Shelter coming in to maybe help you find your forever friend, because there's no better love in this world than the love of some pets. Now let's talk about these national holidays. For today, we are seeing National Hot Tub Day today, National Respect Your Cat Day, and National Black Forest Cake Day. So maybe your forever friend should be a beautiful little kitty. Well, we'll maybe introduce you to one in just a little bit. We never know what Rhiannon's going to bring in. Now we've got some great activities for you to go participate in and around our community. So if you're looking to get out and maybe do something out of the house that's different than our typical skiing and riding winter activities, well then you can of course go and ski and ride for a great cause first thing this morning, and that Shift Runs. This is Runs for ALS. For more information, you can go to runs4als.org, and that way you can participate in all of the fun and you can see kind of what they're doing and how they're raising funds for this disease that is really devastating. So if you are looking to do something maybe a little bit philanthropy-based first thing this morning, this is a great way to do so. Now, if you've got those kiddos at home and you're looking for something to do with them, well, then you can make your way over to the Eagle Valley Library District for one of their many great story times. Now, they do this throughout all three locations, so Avon, Gypsum, and Eagle Public Libraries. You can go, you can participate, and you can go to evld.org. You can click on their Story Times tab, and then you can see that they've got story times all week long and for very different groups. There's the lap sit, there's the toddler, there's the preschool, and then there's the family story time, which is all inclusive for everyone in the family. So make sure that you check those out. Something else taking place at EVLD, or the Eagle Valley Library District, where you can find it at evld.org, is Dungeons and Dragons is taking place tonight. So if you love the game, or maybe you've been looking to learn the game, well, this is a great way to get out there and experience all the fun. Now, if you're looking for something to do that's maybe a little bit grounding first thing this morning, well, then you could head over to Anahata Yoga Studio in Minturn, because they're doing a donation-based meditation, and this is going to be from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Now, you'll go, you'll sit, you'll do the guided meditation with them, and all of the proceeds, all of the donations from this go to the Heart Foundation, which helps people who might not have access to yoga get their hands on some beautiful yoga classes, just because it's so good for your body. I've just spent 26 hours in the car in the matter of 4 days, and I'm ready for some yoga to help just like loosen my body after all of that time in the car. Now, something else that you can participate in tonight is up at the Vail Performing Arts Center. They've got a beautiful quintet coming in for their classical series. So if you love classical music, well, then this is a great place to just go and enjoy. Now, the Vail Performing Arts Center has just over 500 seats. So if you want to enjoy music with the best sound system, I'm going to say in the state of Colorado, well, then this is the place to do so. You can go to valarpac.org to buy your tickets and see what else they have coming to the Valar Performing Arts Center, and especially because we're not quite done with ski season yet, which means that the entertainment season is not over either. Now, if you're looking to do something a little bit more interactive, a little bit rowdier, and a little bit more exciting, I should say, well, then you should make your way over to Chasing Rabbits, because tonight they're doing their wonderful bingo night. And if you've not been over there yet to participate in any of these fun activities that they are doing, well, then we highly recommend that you do so. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and it's in the Rabbit Hole, which is a ton of fun because it's an arcade during the day. They've got great food, great drinks, and so this is an experience that you're not going to want to miss out on. And so you can check that out every Tuesday, and that means that you can enjoy that tonight. Now let's go over and see what Mark is doing, take a look at that local weather forecast, and get some more information on his whereabouts. Now, Mark, it is beautiful out there this morning. It was a little bit clear when I was leaving my house, those colder temperatures. What's it like over in Vail first thing?
Maddie, first thing this morning, it feels like it's about 10 below zero here in Vail, but it's actually 1 degree, but there's a little bit of a breeze, so that wind chill drops that temperature down. Overall, it's nice. It's going to be a clear sky day. You can take a look around right behind me here on Goor Creek, right in front of El Segundo and up the creek here. Some steam coming off the water this morning because that water temperature is probably warmer than the air temperature, but that'll change here in just a little bit. We're going to have a pretty nice day, but it's going to start off cool. We're going to have lots of sunshine. Here's a look at your forecast for you Tuesday. We're going to start at about 8 o'clock this morning, around 7 degrees. We'll have a high of about 42 in Vail midday with mostly sunny skies. So it will be a nice day today. Put your sunscreen on, apply it often. There isn't more snow in the forecast towards the end of the week once again. It's hard to believe that it's the end of March and it still feels like the dead of winter. Your hourly forecast for Vail, once again, 7 o'clock around 8 o'clock this morning. We'll get into the mid-30s around noon. We'll break 40 degrees probably 1:30, 2 o'clock this afternoon. Then we'll start to cool off again by 8 o'clock tonight. We'll have 32 degrees to start into the evening. We're going to have clear skies all day long, too, and lots of sunshine. If you're headed down to Denver, 52 for the temperatures down there today in sunshine. For the mountains, Vail, Avon, and Eagle, temperatures low to mid-40s with sunny skies. Tonight we're going to see our low temperature of about 17 degrees, so it's going to be a little bit warmer than what we saw last night. Partly cloudy skies this evening, sun setting at about 7:26, and our mornings now are definitely lighter than they have been. So it's nice to see that spring shift in the brightness of our mornings now. For Wednesday, 50 degrees, mostly sunny skies. For Thursday in Vail, 45, afternoon snow showers, about a 50% chance. For Friday, 34 in Vail for that high temperature. Snow showers once again, about a 60%. For Saturday, 44, mostly sunny skies. And then for Sunday, 48 and lots of sunshine. So a cool start to what's shaping up to be, once again, another nice day. Midwinter day, believe it or not, right here in the Vail area. I want to mention real quick, I just came back from Steamboat a few days ago, and I'm driving through the Yampa area halfway between Steamboat and Vail. And my car temperature registered, I didn't even know it could do that, 30 degrees below zero. So there you go. And Maddie, you were mentioning 26 hours in a car. You got to do some yoga. I recommend you just kind of shake it off a little bit. You got the resort report coming up next. Let's find out what's happening at both resorts.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Mark has got those jokes first thing this morning, and I absolutely love it. Now, if you are making your way up to the resorts, there's 1 inch of new snow up on Beaver Creek Mountain in the last 24 hours, 5 inches in the last 48 hours, bringing that season total to 308 inches. I was really excited to see this break 300 while I was away and out of town. leaving our base depth at 58 inches, which means that we're going to have a great spring skiing ahead of us. Now, if you're getting out there to enjoy Beaver Creek, you can start your morning off at 8:30 a.m. and you can ski or ride until 4 p.m. Now, as we take a look to see what terrain is open, 25 lifts are open, 163 trails are open, and 98% of the terrain is currently open up on Beaver Creek Mountain. Now, if you're making your way over to Vail, 2 new inches of snow in the last 24 hours, 5 inches in the last 48 hours, bringing that season total to 322 inches with a 74-inch base depth. Now, if you're getting out there to ski or ride up on Vail Mountain, you can start your morning at 8:30 a.m. and you can continue until 4 p.m. Now, as we take a look to see what terrain is open, 33 lifts are open, 275 trails are open, and 100% of the terrain is currently open up on Vail Mountain. Now, because we do have such a good snowpack this year, we're hoping to see that 100% last for quite some time. We want to thank Sun & Ski Sports for bringing you this resort report this morning. If you have any outdoor needs, well then they're your one-stop shop, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm live here right next to the International Bridge. You can see Vail Mountain off in the distance. And right behind me, right over in that area there, that's Solaris. That's where the Solaris ice rink is. And that's where they're going to set the stage up for this Sunday. So let me set the stage for you right now. Our local alpine skier, if you don't know who it is, her name is Michaela Schifrin. She lives down in Edwards. She just wrapped up her most spectacular World Cup alpine ski racing season to date. She was on a mission over the course of the wintertime to secure, obviously, once again, as many titles as possible. And she was at, I want to say, the low 80s, 81, 82 wins overall in all the disciplines combined on the World Cup just about a month and a half ago. She had surpassed Lindsey Vonn's record of 82 wins, and she was kind of on an indirect mission to beat, or at least to tie, Ingemar Stenmark, who held the most alpine victories combined in all the disciplines for a couple of decades. And not too long ago, she did that. She tied at 86, and then she won another slalom, or a giant slalom, and she beat Ingemar's record at 87. So it's just a big celebration. She's got all kinds of globes from the World Cup. She has all kinds of overall titles. She has all kinds of victories in slalom, and the overall victory in slalom and giant slalom, and the list goes on and on and on. And if you want to hear more about that list and you want to see Michaela and be a part of this amazing experience right there at Solaris, 4 o'clock on Sunday, it's going to be a big Mickey celebration, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Whether you follow alpine ski racing or not, whether you're local or you just want to be a part of history, show up right over there. Mickey Michaela 87 is going to be taking place at 4 o'clock on Sunday. If you want more information, you can go to discovervail.com. All right, so we have a program called Scoreboard. It's all about Eagle County sports and high school sports, and we're going to share with you right now this week's edition of Scoreboard.
Welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm Ben Roof, here to tell you about our Valley's fantastic local sports. Unfortunately, due to all of the snow that we got over this past week, a lot of the games ended up getting canceled. But Eagle Valley was still able to play boys lacrosse and girls soccer this weekend. They faced off against strong mountain rival Steamboat, and we were able to catch up with both teams. First, talking to the boys lacrosse team about how they're getting their season started off on the right foot, even though they suffered a difficult 10-2 loss. Do me a little favor and tell me about your team this season and how it's compared to seasons in the past.
You know, we have a great group of seniors, a lot of leadership with these guys. They're really selfless. They play for each other, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff.
Oh, fantastic. So among your seniors this year, who are you really looking towards being captains, assistant captains, more or less leading the team formally?
So we have Julius Peterson. He's a midfielder. He's been starting on varsity for 4 years already. Great player. We have Josh Bissett. He is another one of our captains and close defenseman. And Maddie Bradford, Vail Christian kid that's playing for us, another captain. And they're great kids. They play for each other, and they get the job done.
So is most of the team pretty experienced at lacrosse, or do you have anybody who's just starting to pick up the sport?
We have a great mix of kids. A lot of kids have been playing since, the 5th, 6th grade. We also get a lot of kids that come out, as their first year as freshmen and sophomore. And, we don't turn anyone away. We don't cut. And, it's a great family environment on our team.
So when you don't turn anyone away, you don't cut, is there any issues with dealing with that many kids? Do you have to split the team up, varsity, JV, and a freshman team, or?
We'd love to get a freshman team. We just don't have enough kids for that right now. We have about 40-ish kids, and we want everyone to be included.
Moving on to girls soccer, where our Eagle Valley team faced off against Steamboat on Saturday. Unfortunately, it was a really difficult game, made extra challenging by some blowing snow and some really cold conditions. Unfortunately, the Steamboat Sailors managed to take home the victory 4-0. But we caught up with the Eagle Valley Devils coach and talked a little bit about how they're getting the season started off and a little bit about what they're doing moving forward.
We got a lot of girls who came back this season. We lost 6 seniors, but we're working with a strong group of seniors right now. So we got 9 seniors on the team, and 7 or 8 of them are starting out there on a regular basis. So it's a good experienced squad, and they're super supportive of each other. And already, I think, coming off of a tie against Glenwood Springs last Thursday, we worked on a couple things, made some adjustments, and I thought they executed on them really well. well today.
Well, it's really awesome to see that competitive spirit driving. What are you guys going to do coming up in preparation for your next couple of games?
Stay healthy, and I think keep working on the things that we're doing well, so we can do them better, and utilize just the tools we have. Watching our game tapes, studying ourselves, and I think just coming together as a team. We have a group of kids here who are just like absolutely 100% behind each other, and so I think they help make each other better at practice, and they love to train, and I think that will just carry that through. We've got a game on Thursday and a game on Saturday, both at home. So,
well, fantastic. So we'll come join you guys at those games here at home coming up, and best of luck in your next practice. I'll let you go get inside and get warm now.
Awesome. Thank you so
much for talking to us.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Now let's take a look at this week's Game of the Week. As the weather starts to warm up this week, we should have some great days ahead for our local high school sports. Battle Mountain Lacrosse has 2 big games this week. First, against local rival Vail Mountain School, which will be Wednesday at 5:30, home at Battle Mountain. That's going to be a great game, but the one we're really looking forward to is Battle Mountain versus Eagle Valley. Our 2 biggest schools in the valley facing off against their biggest rival at 5:30 on Friday at Eagle Valley. That game is going to be wonderful. The whole community is going to be there, and we hope to see you there too. That's all the time we have for today's update. Don't forget to catch us here next time on The Scoreboard.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. A time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Enjoy our heated lounge cars. View snow-capped mountains. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big Worlds. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Are you ready to party like it's 1999? Make your plans now for the ultimate après-Avon Beer Festival. Back in Avon, April 1st, starting at 1 p.m. Featuring rad tunes from Blink 90210 and jammy jams from Bandcamp. Plus unlimited beer, wine, spirits, and more. Tickets on sale now at avonbeerfest.com. Brought to you by the Town of Avon, Bighorn Toyota, CDOT Mustang, PSI Plumbing, Can Do MS, and Pazzo's Pizza. avonbeerfest.com.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more, and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at TV8, we have the opportunity to bring you so much local programming, from things like the Scoreboard to Good Day Vail to Colorful Cooking. Now, Colorful Cooking is a great show that Tracy Miller does, where she helps you make delicious and easy recipes for your family, but they're also going to be super healthy. So if you're looking to maybe shift the way that your diet has been working, this is a great way to do so. And so you can catch full episodes of Colorful Cooking every Monday through Friday at noon here on TV8, so you can stream them on our website. You can catch them on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, but we're always really excited to bring you some more information and give you just little sneak peeks. So now we're going to take a little sneak peek at Tracy making some shrimp for us.
Welcome back to Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller. I am Tracy. Thanks for joining us here today. We're talking all about shrimp, how healthy and how easy it is to cook. So I have a farm shrimp, and I have a wild caught shrimp. So when you're getting ready to cook it, you kind of want to pat it dry. People are always amazed when I tell them this, but like even if I have a piece of fish or something, I will just gently squeeze it after it thaws out when it's frozen to get some of that excess water. Because if you're going to put it in your pan and you're going to try to get a sear on it, then you're not going to get rid of that excess water. It's going to kind of fill up in your pan and boil your shrimp, which is not what we are after. So just pat it dry a little bit with a paper towel, real gently too. You don't want to like manhandle those little tiny crustaceans. It's not going to taste as good. So real easy to peel. You just pull the tail off, flip it over, take the legs, and they should come off nice and easy. When you're working with the farmed fish, a lot of times they just have the tails on there, so you just pull those off really quickly. So season it generously with salt and pepper, and then a nice little ingredient that you can put on there, just a tiny, tiny bit of sugar. Why do we do that? It's just going to bring out the natural sweetness of the shrimp. And when we put it in the pan, it's going to help to caramelize a little. And literally, shrimp take about 5 minutes to cook. These are already pink shrimp, so we're not going to see them change a color, but a lot of times when they're a grayish color when they start, they just turn pink right away. So here we are. We're going to have those cook. I do have my salad started. This salad has cucumbers, sliced cucumbers, and peaches. If it's a really fresh peach, all you do is take a cut and go right around that. This is called the stone fruit. The seed is in the middle, and you should be able to turn it and open it up like that. That is the easiest way and the nicest way to open up a fresh peach. A lot of times the juice will be squeezing all over you, but not today because, like I said, it's not quite as ripe as it should be. All right, we're just going to slice these up really thin. Can you hear that shrimp cooking? It smells good already. Just a little bit of simple seasoning. I have my cucumbers, so I'm just going to put my peaches down. And as the shrimp are starting to cook, you'll see that their tails are turning a little bit, and then you just want to flip them over. This is literally going to take about 1 more minute. And the key to cooking any seafood and shrimp is don't overcook it. So right about this point, I'm actually just going to turn the heat off and let them cook that side right now real easily. So turn the heat off. They're already kind of firm to the touch. They've got a little caramelization. They're looking good. And now let's make a vinaigrette. We're going to go a little bit of olive oil, equal parts olive oil, orange juice. Orange juice is one of my favorite ingredients when I am making vinaigrettes because it's low in calorie. It gives it that nice flavor, and it's juicy and has that citrus. So you can use that quite often. All right, we're going to do a little bit of cinnamon. I'm actually going to get this one out right now because I need a spoon for cinnamon, because if you overdo it, you're going to be in trouble. So we're going to use about a teaspoon of cinnamon and almost a teaspoon of cumin. We're going to go a little bit less on the cumin because it's so strong. We're going to do those two right in there. And when you're working with dried herbs like this, you really want to let them sit in the juices for a little bit. So you want to make this and then let it sit. Not for a long time, but you do want to let it sit for a little bit. See, now shake it up. Okay, it's an interesting color. And that cinnamon is going to be dry right now. So the longer we let it sit right here, and I don't mean like days or anything like that. I mean, you can just let it sit for like a half hour or so. The longer we let it sit, the better it's going to taste. So let me get this out of the way and bring our salad in. The shrimp is looking good. I am going to plate this up and put our vinaigrette on. When we come back, we'll show you the finished product here, and then we'll get going with our farm shrimp and make a delicious, creamy shrimp salad. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller. I am Tracy. Thanks for joining us here today. We're talking all about shrimp, how healthy and how easy it is to cook. We are just going to cut these into little pieces. Actually, a lot of times when I'm making this shrimp salad, I will put it in my food processor, but I didn't want to lug the food processor in here today. So we're just going to slice this shrimp up, kind of nice and easy. If you put it in a little row, put them all together. My whole family's from Florida, so they actually have shrimp nets like right outside on their docks, and we eat the freshest shrimp you can possibly imagine. Mayport shrimp in Florida is delicious. Really, if you can get any shrimp from the Texas, the Gulf of Mexico, or Florida, you're going to be in pretty good shape with that flavor. And again, just don't overcook it, and you'll be tasting it and enjoying it. Okay, so here we go. We have our shrimp cut up into small pieces for the shrimp salad. And this one, sorry, I'm gonna add a few calories to this because it's gonna be nice and creamy. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a mixture of sour cream and mayonnaise. Now, I'm a huge mayonnaise fan. I love eggs, I love mayonnaise, but mayonnaise alone sometimes when you're making a salad like that, it's just a little too strong. So I like to mix mine with a little bit of sour cream. I actually do a half and half, 50% sour cream, 50% mayonnaise. Tons of salt and pepper. Either use dill or use tarragon. And if you're ever cooking lobster, tarragon is really, really good. It has all these little like leaves like this, and all you do is pull the leaves right off of the stems, and then we're going to chop them up. It's super easy, super fragrant, and it kind of has like a licorice type of flavor to it. So we're just going to take those right off. Actually, I just do it that way. Take them off that way. You can really put any herbs you want in here. If you would prefer, you know, parsley or something like that, you can do that. Really making something that turns out to be in your recipe repertoire all the time. All right, super simple. Cut up cooked shrimp. We have tarragon, salt and pepper, mayonnaise, and sour cream. We're just going to kind of fold it all together and make ourselves this nice creamy salad. This is so good. I eat this just by itself, and I do a lot of this in like little individual cups, and people love it. And you can either eat it by itself, you can eat it on a salad, you can eat it with crackers or crudité if you wanted to, or you can put it in a wrap and take it out on a picnic. One of the things, though, about wrapping up creamy dishes, there's a little trick, especially if you want to take it out on your picnic. So right now, we're just going to put it on our bed of lettuce. This would be a nice little light lunch for you, packed with protein and vitamins and minerals, nice and light and delicious with a little bit of creaminess. I'm going to put a little more salt and pepper right on there, especially pepper. And then when we return, I will show you how to wrap that in a tortilla. So if you want a sandwich, if you're going on a hike or something, hitting the lake or the river, we're going to wrap that. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to make those wraps still taste good and not get too soggy if you're going on a picnic. Welcome back to Colorful Cooking. I'm Tracy Miller. Thanks for joining us here today. We are talking about shrimp, and we just made a shrimp salad with a creamy mayonnaise sour cream base, and we used tarragon today, which is actually delicious. I was crying a little bit because I didn't have the dill that I usually like to use with my shrimp salad. Have to compromise when you're using fresh ingredients, and that tarragon, it tastes really good. So start with some lettuce, and make sure your lettuce is dry. Like I've been telling you, kind of all day here, is dry things off, because all of that moisture is going to make your wrap mushy, and it's going to make your shrimp boil when you're putting it in the pan. So I have the shrimp salad here. I'm just going to put that down right on top, and I'm going to take a little bit of the mayonnaise base and kind of make like a little bit of glue to seal it closed. I love making wraps. I don't know why, I just really like rolling things. So take it like that. Pull it all out your way, move your fingers around so that you know that like you're going to get a good bite on every sandwich, and then just roll that baby up. That glue right there is going to seal it closed. And then I like to cut it in half. And when I'm making wraps and I'm getting ready to go on a picnic, or usually I'm getting ready to cater or go on a gig or something like that, what I do is I just put the wrap in the fridge uncovered until I'm ready to wrap it up. Because if you wrap it up in cellophane, what's going to happen is it's going to get all mushy. And since we have a creamy base, you want some mayonnaise on your sandwich, when you're making wraps, you want to have a layer. You want to have that lettuce layer to protect the mayonnaise on the inside and the wrap. Seems simple, but you can really kind of make a mushy sandwich if you're having it wrapped up for a little while. So we've got the two salads today. For the shrimp salad with peaches and cucumbers, and that's in a cumin cinnamon vinaigrette. And then we will also have the recipe here for you with the shrimp salad, which I'm going to say you're probably going to like a lot. Thanks for joining me here on Colorful Cooking today. Eat shrimp. It's low in calories, high in protein, and really good for you.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon, or learn more at sunandski.com.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day Television. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, rural living, and so much more from our award-winning team. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day, because what's happening on the farm matters to you and your family. Watch Ag Day weekdays.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TVA, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey guys, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm just outside of the Sitzmark Lodge right here at Goor Creek at the International Bridge. I just saw a crew in there having some breakfast. One guy from Milwaukee, one guy who's originally from Boston, lives in Denver now, and then another one of the local guys. Good crew in there. They're going to go out and go skiing today, and they're going to see a lot of this over the course of your day today. Cool to start first thing, but that sun, as you can see, making its way up and over the Goor Range. It's going to cast its beautiful warm light on us here real soon. So just stay tuned. It will get warmer. Let's take a look at your weather for the day. I'll give you the update on what's going to be happening in Vail. Probably around 8 o'clock, just around the corner right now, we're going to see temperatures single digits, still about 7 degrees. We'll see that high temperature in Vail, 42 degrees, probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon. Mostly sunny skies, really not just around Vail, but all around Eagle County, all around Colorado right now with this high pressure system. Here's that hourly forecast now for Vail, 7 degrees at 8 o'clock. We'll see 33 around noon. We'll get into the mid-40s with our high temperature of the day mid-afternoon. And then by 8 o'clock tonight, we'll drop to about 32 degrees, sunshine throughout the daytime today. Apply your sunscreen. Apply it often, every hour and a half. It's also going to help insulate your skin. For Denver today, high of about 52 and sunny, 42 for Vail. Avon 42 and Eagle 43. Sunshine once again all around Eagle County. Evening lows tonight. We'll probably see a low temperature, a little bit warmer than last night, about 17 degrees. Sun setting a little bit later, 7:26. Sun coming up a little bit earlier also. Partly cloudy skies tonight. Then jumping ahead for that 5-day. Wednesday, 50 and sunny. These temperatures once again are for Vail. Thursday, 45, afternoon snow showers, maybe about a 50% chance. For Friday, 34 degrees for the high, a little bit of a shift in temperatures. Snow showers once again about 60%. For Saturday and Sunday this weekend, sunshine once again as we make our way into April. 44 for Saturday, 48 for Sunday. And remember also on Sunday, Michaela 87, 4 o'clock at Solaris. So this weather report brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, located right in the heart of Avon. If there's anything you need for your indoor or outdoor adventures for every day of the year for your entire family, stop by Sun and Ski Sports. All right, so next up, we have bright sunshine making its way into Eagle County over the course of the day. Maddie does a segment called Lens of the Day, and it's not just about style, Maddie. It's also about function and not just fashion. What's the right lens we're going to use on a bright sunny day? She's got your Lens of the Day report coming up next.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
If you are getting out there to embrace all of that beautiful sunshine, it is about fashion as well as function. Mark, when you're getting out there on the slopes. And so right now, the reason that I chose this goggle, the Oakley Flight Deck, and it is a nice seamless goggle. It's a very large frame. It gives you great peripheral vision, but it also comes with the prism lens system in it. And this is the Sage Gold Prism lens. Now, as you're looking at this lens, it looks really dark, but then as I move it around, you can kind of see those other colors coming through that goggle lens. Now, it's going to start with that rose-based tint. So when those clouds do come out, you still have that contrast in the snow. But then, of course, with those blues, those greens, and those violets in this lens, when that sun is out, you'll still have that contrast out there, really allowing you to see so you can ski or ride to your best ability. Now, this is a great goggle lens because it does cover a very broad spectrum of light, and that was Oakley's entire goal with the prism lens technology. And so if you make your way into any one of the 6 convenient eyepiece locations, they can actually show you what each prism lens covers as their broad spectrum of light. Now, this is a great one if you're getting out there on a day like today with that beautiful sunshine, like I said. And then as we start to see that cloud coverage maybe roll in later into the week, well, then this will be a great lens until we start to see those really flat light days. So you can wear this for a lot of conditions, making it nice and easy. Now, some great other features about this goggle is it is OTC OTG, meaning it's over the glass, and you can tell by this cutout right here, which will allow you to wear your glasses under the goggle without pushing that frame into your temples really hard. And so this is something that makes it really convenient if you do wear your glasses out there skiing. Oakley is really well known for its precision with its lenses, and so this is something that you should definitely check out. You can go to any one of the 6 eyepiece locations, as they've got so many convenient locations throughout our community. There's one in the Solaris Plaza, one at the top of Bridge Street, one in the Sun and Alp Hotel, one in Lions Head, one in Beaver Creek, one over in Edwards, and then of course if you're making your way out of town, you can go check out the one that they have in Snowmass, and soon to be the new one that they're going to have in Basalt. And so we want to thank them for bringing you this Lens of the Day report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping for any of your optical needs, they're your one-stop shop. Now that we're starting to see these spring conditions roll in, maybe you want some shielded, like Glacier Shield sunglasses. Well, they've got those too. So they've got everything you need to make sure that your vision is precision out there. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Are you ready to party like it's 1999? Make your plans now for the ultimate après-Avon Beer Festival, back in Avon April 1st starting at 1 p.m., featuring rad tunes from Blink 90210 and jammy jams from Bandcamp, plus unlimited beer, wine, spirits, and more. Tickets on sale now at avonbeerfest.com. Brought to you by the Town of Avon, Bighorn Toyota, CDOT Mustang, PSI Plumbing, Can Do MS, and Pazzo's Pizza. avonbeerfest.com.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Hi, it's Max at TVA Vail. We want to invite you all to the Wacky Winter Reading Program. It's open to all ages. All you have to do is read 10 books or 1,000 pages. For more information, go on our website, tvavail.com. And thank you to our sponsor, the Eagle Valley Library District.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm going to talk a little bit about fly fishing because I operate Minturn Anglers down in Minturn, and we do fly fishing trips year round. We have a great retail shop. We also have a location in Lone Tree, which is down near the Park Meadows Mall in Denver, great retail spot there. We also offer guided trips out of that place. And I think it's nice to educate people over the course of early spring before all this snow that we have decides to melt on what's happening on our local rivers. Now, historically, March and April are some of the best months to actually go to the river and do some fly fishing because the days are a little bit longer, there's less ice in the river, the water temperatures in the river are warmer, and the fish are waking up from their winter lethargy, so to speak, and they are actively feeding, and there's bugs around. We've had a handful of trips go out over the course of this entire month. I mean, more than a handful, probably 2 handfuls. A lot of fishing's been happening. And a lot of people are just doing the wade fishing trip where you stand on the shore, you stand in the river, and you go from the warmest time of the day, which is basically 11 to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we travel west of where we are in Minturn, about a half an hour down towards the towns of Eagle and Gypsum, where the Eagle River flows through before it meets up with the Colorado River in Dotsero. And it's pretty spectacular fly fishing. These guys are catching lots of big fish. And most of my guides have been sending me photographs of fish, and they're floored that a lot of the fish they're catching are well over 20 inches. So there's a lot of big fish around feeding right now. There's a lot of fish everywhere. Goor Creek right here in Vail is another option. Water here is very shallow. It might not even be a foot deep, but as you make your way west, just west of, let's say, Lion's Head, between Lion's Head and West Vail, there's plenty of good fishing to be had down there. But once again, it feels like winter because we still are in the thralls of it, but the days midday are nice and warm, so it's not like you're out there freezing on a bright sunny day when it's 42 degrees. And if you're here on vacation, you're here to ski or snowboard, you have the right clothing for skiing and snowboarding, and you would wear most of that clothing underneath your waders. So once again, you're not going to be that cold. So don't be too weary of it because it is a lot of fun. And it's a nice way to kind of capture some memories and get away from any crowds that might be up on the hill over a busy weekend. And it's only for 4 hours, so that way you have time to go and do other stuff for the rest of your day. If you want to go do a little fly fishing, give us a call at the shop, or check out the website, or just come find me because I'm roaming around Vail today. I'm going to walk back into the Sitz Market and maybe grab some more coffee. But I took Maddie. Well, we kind of started to roll this out last summer. Maddie was interested in doing some fly fishing. She had never done it before. So we kind of staged up this whole programming piece to introduce her to the sport. We didn't finish it. She didn't actually go out and go and catch trout on her own. We have to finish that this summer. But we're going to give you a look at Maddie's process of getting suited up for waders and standing in the river, because it is comical. If you ever seen a baby giraffe stand in a river before, if you haven't, this is what it's all about. Take a look. So we went through the knots, we went through the insects a little bit. Yeah. You're geared up, and now like the fourth piece of it all is, for one, you have a fly rod. We make sure we have the right flies tied onto it. And then we also try to figure out where in the river do you go and fish, because you can't just fish anywhere and expect to catch fish.
Right.
The fish congregate in certain areas for certain reasons, okay? So, if you were a fish in the middle of the summer, and you understand that warmer water temperatures
are unhealthy,
and you know that the water is colder the deeper you go, right?
And the more in the shade you are.
So if you were a fish, would you rather hang out in the shallow, sunny water, or maybe the shaded, maybe the deeper water?
Definitely the deeper water.
Okay, so that's one thing to think about. So when we stand here and you look around, there's certain places that are shaded and shallow, sunny and shallow, sunny and deep, shaded and deep. Anywhere for starters where there's deeper water, you're probably going to find fish, okay?
Right.
So keep that in mind when you fish. The guides obviously will take you out and show you where to cast and how to cast and what you're supposed to do with the rod to manipulate it to present the fly to the water so it looks as natural as possible to the fish.
Okay.
If you cast the rod out and your fly hits the water and then the current starts dragging your fly faster than the water's moving, it doesn't look natural. The fish probably won't eat it.
Right.
Okay? So we have a technique, it's called mending, where you actually create slack in your line after you cast it. So you get as long of a natural float with the speed of the current as you can with your fly.
Okay.
And mending is a big part of fishing with the dry flies. It's a big part also with the indicators and the nymphs, but it's more with the dry flies because they're so affected by all the currents, and they're honestly supposed to just sit on top of the water and float as calm as possible. Okay? On the flip side of that, flip side,
got it.
if you're a grasshopper and you live in a tree or live on the shore, okay, let's just say Maddie's a grasshopper.
I'm a grasshopper.
She lives in the bushes.
I
and
live
she's
in the
on
bushes.
a branch, and the wind comes and knocks you off the branch into the water, okay?
I'm going to panic to get out of there as quickly as possible.
So when you're fishing with a grasshopper, it's not as imperative for it to float as calm as possible because in real life, grasshoppers are panicking a little bit.
Right.
So they're going to flutter around a little bit. So if that fly moves every once in a while, it's okay.
Okay.
All right? If you're fishing with a tiny little dry fly that is very well aware of being in the water, they're going to sit perfectly still. So if you can't make that fly sit still, the fish is going to know and it probably won't go up and eat it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. With that being said, this is a short fly rod. This is a 7-foot 3-weight rod. Most of the rods we fish with are 9-foot 5 weights. That's pretty common. But for smaller water, smaller flies, this is a great rod, okay?
Okay.
Rods come in different stiffnesses like skis and golf club shafts, right?
Got it.
This one's got a real soft front end, so it's going to be real noodly, okay? They make rods that are much stiffer for different applications, okay?
Got it.
Okay, so once you figure out what the application is you're going to fish in, if you end up fishing down the road, then that's the direction you go with finding the right action for your rod, okay?
Got it.
Okay. We tied on the hopper.
It's pink.
Tied on the hopper. And what do we have behind it, Maddie?
The hook and a little dropper.
That's a dropper behind it, okay? So a hopper dropper. So this is going to float on the surface, and this one is going to sink down, a couple feet.
Okay.
Okay? If the fish eats that one, this one's going to disappear.
Got it.
Or the fish might actually come up and eat that.
Okay.
But first, I want to kind of show you a little bit of casting so you can
Okay.
kind of start with that. So let's come back over here. We're going to cast kind of in that direction, okay?
All right.
So,
Got
have you ever
it.
spin fish have you ever used a
Yeah.
spinning rod?
Yeah.
So really, it's all, with a spinning rod, Maddie, it's all about the weight of the lure that sends it out to the target, right?
Right.
Right, does that make sense?
Yeah.
All you do is press the button and cock your wrist and let it go.
Right.
With a fly rod, there's no weight built into these little flies, right? So you can't rely on the fly.
You got to rely on yourself.
You got to rely on yourself partially, but it's all about the casting motion to get the fly out to the target. So unlike spin fishing where you just go back and you whip it, you got to have a little rhythm to it, okay? It's not about power, it's about finesse.
Got it. All about the finesse.
Especially with a smaller rod and smaller water. So I'm going to pull out some of this fly line and show you some of the basics, okay?
Okay.
We bring it back and we just gently toss it out, right?
Okay.
And then you follow it. See that?
Yep.
We're not doing a lot of this. We don't need to. We'll pull out a little more fly line and we'll gently toss it out, okay? And we'll follow it. That's pretty natural, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If we need to do a mend, basically after you cast, you take the tip of the rod, picture it like a paintbrush, and you're going to paint your fly line into a backwards C with a fly line, okay? So like this. You go like this, and then we're going to go like that with it, right? See how we made a big loop now?
Yeah.
Now once we do that, the current's going to affect that first and not your fly. So when you're fly fishing, mending is a big piece of it all the time.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of Good Morning Vail. If you're just tuning in, well, we want to thank you so much for being here for this very exciting edition. We love getting to do things in our wonderful community, and this is a live shot from the International Bridge first thing this morning. You can see that sun is starting to make its way up. It is beautiful out there. We've seen just a little fresh new snow, but we are expecting to see those temperatures progressively warm up and that beautiful sunshine make its way out. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans. I'm a little bit out of breath because I've been running around the entire studio trying to collect things for the beautiful furry friend that we have waiting to show you on camera from Rhiannon Rowe in the Eagle County Animal Shelter. We're going to introduce you to Big Mama here in just a little bit, and there she is. She is so adorable, and she's got all Beast toys all around her because I've been running and collecting them, and so we're going to introduce you to them in just a little bit. But if you are looking to get out there and partake in some of the fun activities that we have taking place in our community, this weekend on Saturday is Project Funway, and this is a great way to get out there and support the Education Foundation of Eagle County. That way you can help keep our wonderful teachers that we have here. Now, if you are interested in coming to Project Funway, well then I will get to see you there as I'm one of your MCs for the fabulous event. So make sure that you go to projectfunway.org. That way you buy your tickets and you just come have a wonderful Saturday evening with myself and the one and only Eric Williams and all of these beautiful designs. Now, if you're looking for something to do tonight, you can make your way up to the Vail Performing Arts Center. They've got an incredible quintuplet up there, or quintet up there for you to enjoy. Great live music. It is the classical series, and so this is just a great way to get out there, experience something a little bit different. I can see Mark right now laughing at me behind the cameras, but it is a great place to go and enjoy. And then, of course, you can check out Chasing Rabbits, which is great for bingo night. That way you can maybe get out there, have some great cocktails, some great food, and just enjoy the new facility located in Vail. Now, this is going to take place from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and you're not going to want to miss out on the fun. Now, we're going to take it over to the funny man himself first thing this morning, to Mark, and that way he can just continue to make us giggle with his Taylor Swift jokes and his other hilarious jokes. Mark, how is it out there? Has it warmed up at all?
Gosh, you're funny. I'm funny. We're all funny today. It's a Tuesday fun day. Yeah, sun's out now. Look at that. It was cool first thing. It's still a little bit cool, but it's going to warm up quickly here now that sun is making its way up and over. I'll kind of just step out of the sunlight a little bit and give you a look around. You can see clearing up, bright blue skies, a little bit of action around Eagle County now, and here in Vail, around the covered bridge and the International Bridge. We're going to see temperatures right about now in Vail, still single digits, about 7 degrees is what we're looking for. 8 o'clock this morning, a slight breeze out of the west-southwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll see a 42 degrees for that high temperature. Mostly sunny skies all around Eagle County, Vail, all the way down to Eagle and Gypsum, and even down towards the Denver area. Your hourly forecast shows it to you perfectly. 33 degrees around noon, 40 degrees around 4 p.m., 42 kind of sandwiched in between that 12 and 4 o'clock hours. 8 p.m. tonight, about 32 degrees, and sunshine all day long. Your I-70 corridor drive, 52 in Denver, for Vail 42, Avon 42, and Eagle 43 with sunshine. Those are your high temperatures around the Eagle County communities throughout the course of the day. Tonight we'll see temperatures drop to about 17 degrees. It's a little bit warmer than what we saw last night. Partly cloudy skies, sun setting a little bit later, 7:26. Then your 5-day forecast, sunshine for Wednesday with a high of 50. For Thursday, 45 with some afternoon snow showers, about a 50% chance of that. For Friday, a little bit cooler with a high of 34. Maybe some more snow showers, about a 60%. And then the sunshine shall return for the weekend, for Saturday and Sunday. 44 for a high on Saturday and 48 for a high temperature on Sunday. So there you go. That's a look at your weather report going into the 8 o'clock hour of Good Morning Vail. I'm going to take it back to Maddie right now, and she's going to update you on the resort report. But, Maddie, it feels, since it's so darn cold out here first thing in the morning, I feel like we've kind of gone back to December. Let's get that resort report next.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Mark, you are absolutely crushing it with your Taylor Swift puns. I cannot wait for you to go and enjoy your own love story with her. But let's take a look at what's happening up on our resorts. First thing this morning, 1 inch of new snow on Beaver Creek Mountain in the last 24 hours, 5 inches in the last 48 hours. That season total sitting at 308 inches right now with a 58-inch base depth. If you are making your way out there to ski or ride, you can start your morning at 8:30 a.m. and you can stay out there until 4 p.m. 25 lifts are currently spinning up on Beaver Creek Mountain. 163 trails are open and 98% of the train is open on Beaver Creek. As we make our way over to Vail, Vail has 2 new inches of snow in the last 24 hours, 5 new inches in the last 48 hours, bringing that season total to 322 inches with a 74-inch base depth. You can ski or ride on Vail Mountain from 8:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. Now, as we take a look to see what terrain is open, 33 lifts are open, 275 trails are open, and 100% of Vail Mountain is currently open for you to get out there and enjoy. So if you're looking to explore the mountain, well, then you can still do so in full force. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this resort report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping for any of your ski needs, well then that's your one-stop shop, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. Now, I've been smiling nonstop only because this beautiful big mama that we've got in the house right here behind me, and she's such a sweetheart. Look at her, look at herself up on the camera. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to introduce you to Big Mama and Rhiannon Rowe from the Eagle County Animal Shelter, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then make sure you tune in every day at 6:30 and 10:30 p.m. to catch the Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe. I'll be your host, Maddie Evans, and I can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
We were talking earlier about how you could find a forever friend. Well, this one is a very special case, and we're going to tell you why. So we're going to introduce you to Rhiannon Rowe from the Eagle County Animal Shelter. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I literally have pulled all of Beatrice's things from around the studio to give her the opportunity to just get like the same kind of love that Bee gets. And I think that you're going to have to take all of these things with you now. They're going to have to be hers because she's been loving them.
Yes, she definitely loves that bone.
She can have it. We'll buy another one for Bee. That can be yours. So this is Big Mama, and she's got a sad story.
Yeah, she came to us when her, our owner unfortunately had to go to jail, and he has not been able to come and get her, so she became property of the county, and we're glad we have her. She had quite a few ailments when she first came to us. She got the name Big Mama because she was pretty chunky, so since she's been with us, she's lost 10 pounds, and she's just, she's coming into her own, feeling really good, and we just love her. She's so great.
She's so sweet. The entire time she's been in the studio, which has been for about 10 minutes now, she's been so sweet and kind of like just watching as everything's been going on around her. But as I was bringing her all of Bee's things, she started to come out of her shell. You can see she's enjoying this bone now. She was wagging her tail earlier, which she's got one of those super nice, loud, like thunder tails.
Yes. Yeah, she's a great dog. We really like her a lot, and she just happy-go-lucky, and when she does wag her tail, you just get so excited because you know that she's feeling good and she's happy.
And
so
starting to come back to their own, that's the hardest part, is when you bring a dog into your life, you should be expecting to keep that dog for the remainder of their life, except for in certain cases that cannot happen. And it's like them losing everything that they've ever known. And so it's really hard for dogs that come in on owner surrender or situations like this to reacclimate to a new life because it feels like they've been stripped of everything they've known.
Yeah, and we see them go through all kinds of stages, like definitely depression, and anxiety. But it's nice when you start to see them feel comfortable, learn to trust you, and then just really come into their own. She's hilarious because she loves puppies. She will play with puppies, and they will jump all over her, and she's the happiest pup ever. It's like, yeah, she totally comes out of her shell, and she loves to go on walks, and obviously that's been part of her exercise regimen. So she's looking good, and we're so excited for her start her next chapter in life.
Well, so not only did she come in overweight, but you can feel some of those little bumps that you guys have helped her move, and then it looked like she had a sore on the back of her leg, and so she was in the shape of maybe just time to find a new home and a better life for herself anyway. Yeah, she is also hypothyroid. So she will need to be on medication for the rest of her life. But with us, we will give you a full your first 6 months of that medication, and it's actually very, very affordable. And she takes it like a champ every morning, every night with a little meatball. She loves it, and so luckily with these kind of issues, they're super treatable. And obviously she's super happy right now with her bone. She's going to town. That is definitely going home with her, because any chance that, like, as a human, I have to make a dog just feel a little bit better, I love it so much. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I brought her all sorts of treats, too, that are sitting on the couch. She didn't particularly like the turkey of the treats, so we're going to settle with this bone. Now, you guys are doing a great adoption event on April 7th, so people should mark their calendars, because it's only a week away from Friday. Yeah, we're working with the Inn at Riverwalk again. We're super excited, kind of our first big adoption event of the year. We'll have several puppies at their hotel, and there'll be all kinds of stuff going on, lots of swag, lots of fun. So if you're ready for that puppy, and hopefully the temperatures will warm up, so puppy training won't be out in the freezing cold. Right. Come down to this event. It's great, and we really love working with the folks at Inn at Riverwalk. So. Well, they do such a good job, and they show so much support for you guys, which is so incredible. And that's one of the best parts about our community, is we do all come together for the things that we love. And Big Mama, I love you. I love you and your drool that you've got all over your legs right now, and your cute ears. I'm talking about you. Look how pretty she is. And she's got, like, just one of those big hippopotamus faces that you just fall in love with. Yeah. She's a good girl. Hi, sweet girl. Yes, you are, huh? You're a good girl, and you're so sweet. Can you look at the camera again for us? Big Mama, what's that over there? Look, what's that? Oh, we're trying to get her. Oh, there she is. Look at that face. Very stoic. She's so stoic. She's so beautiful. And you can tell, like, wherever she goes, she's going to fill that place with love. Yes, absolutely. She's a good girl. Yeah. Now, how old do you guys think that she is? It's so hard to tell. We're putting her at around 8 maybe. So definitely a senior because she's a large breed. But plenty of love to give, plenty of life left in this lady. So. Right. I mean, she walked in so, like, poised and ready for whatever was coming her way, and she's done so good on camera, and she's just hanging out. Do you want this now? Look, it makes this noise. Do you want that? Yeah, there you go. and then she just chews on it for 25 seconds and drops it. And she does the cute little staple bites and the nibbles, and, she's just going to warm someone's heart so much. She will, yeah. Now, you guys do a lot of great work taking dogs out of kill shelters, and sometimes you save res dogs where they just come from these really tragic situations. But the best part is you guys take care of their medical. Mm-hmm. So if they come and they can't be adopted right away, that's something that you guys will work with them on. Yes, absolutely. Yep. Every dog that leaves our shelter has to be, either spayed or neutered, up to date on vaccinations, microchipped. So we try to prepare them for their new life as best we can. Which I think is so incredible, and what a unique experience for these dogs to really just get to come to you guys and then find their new, like, meaning of life and getting to start over. Oh my gosh, our little grunts that just came out with this bone. Just like, I got butterflies. I love dogs. I love them all so much. Now, you guys have some great opportunities. If people aren't ready to bring home a forever dog, maybe they can't make I'm going for 13 years with Beatrice, so maybe they can't make the 13-year commitment, being optimistic here. And then, of course, maybe they can't bring it into their house yet, but they can also volunteer with you guys. They could foster with you guys, and there are some great ways people can get involved and donate. Yes, absolutely. We love our fosters. Our fosters are so helpful. They get the dogs out on walks. They socialize the cats. Kitten season is coming, so we need kitten fosters if people are interested in fostering a little litter of kittens till they get big enough to come back to the shelter. Like, we always need help with that. And yeah, donating. If you have, spring cleanings coming up, old towels, blankets, toys that aren't used as much as they could be with the pups, bring them to the shelter. We can always use all that stuff. So. Which I think is really important, that people understand that anything helps. Old blankets help so much because some of these dogs bond to those blankets upon coming into the shelter.
Yeah.
And some of the towels, same thing, but especially because you guys are bathing them, like Big Mama smells amazing.
She did get a really nice bath the other day. She loved it, sort of.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're hit or miss, you know.
Yeah.
B hates her baths, and so I get it. Now, if people are interested in donating any of these things, can they just bring them right down to you guys at the animal shelter?
Absolutely. Yep. Just call us. We're open 10 to 3, Tuesday through Saturday. If those hours don't work, we have a bin right outside. You can drop them off there. But we would love to see you if you are donating. So.
And treats, dog food, all of those things, kitty litter, all these things are still things that you guys are actively always accepting.
Oh, yes, please.
As many as you can bring.
Yes.
Bring them all to the animal shelter. Now, if people are interested in adopting Big Mama, what's the process like?
Yeah, come by our shelter, meet her, get to know her. If it seems like it's going to be a good fit, we'll have you fill out an application. If you rent, we will need a landlord approval, so just come prepared with a lease or the number of your landlord, and then we'll go forward with there. So, yeah.
It's that simple, and then she can just come be in your forever home, and you can give her the last. I'm gonna be really optimistic with her, the last long years of her life that she has ahead of her, but where you can go and you can give her just like the best transition.
Yeah, she's a great dog. Yeah, we're really fortunate that she came into our shelter and our lives because we are just having a blast with her.
Rhiannon, I love you so much for all that you do for our community and all that you do for the animals, because we're so lucky to have you here to take them in and give them kind of that second chance at life.
The pleasure's all mine. These guys bring so much joy to our lives. So,
I mean, one day I'm going to grow up and be you. I'm not quite there yet, but one day.
One day.
Rhiannon, thank you so much for coming in. Now, if people want to see all the dogs on the website, where can they go?
You can check out our Facebook page, Eagle County Animal Services, or you can go to eaglecounty.us, our department's animal services, and check out everybody that's available, including this lady.
Rhiannon, thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming in this morning, giving us all this great information. If you have a room in your home and your heart right now, well, then Big Mama is the perfect way to fill that empty space, and you can check her out online. Also, you can watch this interview in her adorable face and how much she loves this bone, because she is so happy right now. So make sure that you check out the Eagle County Animal Shelter, and that way you can bring home Big Mama. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey guys, welcome back to Good Morning Vail over here at Solaris. Sun is out here in Vail. But I want to just kind of touch on something that's a lot of fun. If you have an entire family or a group here and you guys are looking for something else to do, maybe you've been bowling, maybe you have been to the movies and you've been doing plenty of shopping. Well, right in Avon, there's an escape room. For those of you that know what an escape room is, then just sit back and relax. But if you want to find out more about the Avon escape room, it is a lot of fun, and you got to figure out a couple different story ways to get out of these particular situations. Let's take a closer look at what the Avon escape room has to offer.
If you're looking for something family-friendly to do this weekend, well, the escape room here in Vail is the perfect solution, and we're here with Zach. Zach, thank you so much for meeting us.
Yeah, no problem.
This is a really fun way to maybe, one, beat the heat, always, but two, we're expecting some precipitation in the forecast, and so this is a great way to maybe be inside but go on an adventure.
Yeah, no, it's a fully encompassing indoor adventure that's great to get out of the weather, the elements. Fully air conditioning, cleaned, and it's always guaranteed private, so you know your group's going to have a really good time and not be kind of mixed up and pushed in with other people.
Which that makes it really fun, because then if you've got a big family, like I'm one of 6 children, so when we do things, it's good to know that we're not going to be overwhelming everyone else with our very large presents that we have.
No, for sure, and we're a really popular activity for families, kind of get-togethers of friends, work parties and stuff like that. But yeah, family reunions are very, very popular. We see them all the time, and usually everyone ends up having a great time, very, very memorable. And we even give the group a photo to take home at the end, so Grandma and Grandpa can have something to remember their experience with their kids and everything.
Which, I mean, we have this great map behind us, and it says, "Where are you from?" And then you can see where all of the pins have been placed from all of the people that have come here, visited our wonderful community, but then come and participated.
Yeah, no, we're super lucky to be in a resort area like this because we get customers and guests from all over the country and all over the world, really. So we get a really good mix of different demographics and different kind of personalities. And so far, it's just been an alarming success over the last 5 or 6 years that we've been having people come in.
Which, it's really fun. I've done it before. I made it out with a minute to spare. And I was like, if I get locked in here, I'm going to freak out, which I know that's not what happens. But I'd never done one before this experience. And so you guys have a couple of options. You've got an easy level, then you've got a medium one, and you're working on your third one right now.
Yeah, so we have a beginner, intermediate, and advanced room. Right now, our intermediate and our advanced are open. Our beginner room, we're finishing up a remodel. It's going to be opening next month, so check back for details. But it's completely new, and it'll be super fun. Right now, though, the intermediate adventure is more of a secret agent kind of thing to save the world, and our advanced is kind of a treasure hunt where you're trying to find some treasure and get out of a lost gold mine. So they're all super fun, designed to be family-friendly, to be interactive for the whole group so that not just one person's taking the reins, everybody gets to work together and everybody gets to create a memorable experience.
Which the challenging part is finding all of the little details, and that's the part that's really fun, and that's why when you do it with a big group of people, sometimes it makes it really easy and sometimes it makes it so challenging because everyone thinks that they have the winning answer.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely get some scenarios with too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But for the most part, everything's kind of designed to kind of keep people in a streamline. And, then we have our game masters or mission control that can always chime in and just make sure that the whole group's having a great time and the experience is confluent and a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and you guys have some really cool features in each room as I've gotten to explore them a little bit and kind of work my way through them, see all the cool features, and you guys have spent a lot of time bringing these together, and I can only imagine the engineering that goes into each and every detail that you guys produce for these incredible rooms.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of fun coming up with them, and all of our designs are tailored to the local area. For example, our beginner room is Save the Mountain Adventure, where you're working to save Beaver Creek from being strip mined, kind of a fun, goofy theme. And then our intermediate's a Secret Agent Adventure, where you're trying to stop an evil scientist from blowing up the world from his laboratory in the abandoned Gilman mine, for example. And the Marble Mountain Mystery is our advanced adventure, which takes on an old lost gold mine, which is supposedly located in Estes Park, but nobody really knows.
It's a lost gold mine, and so it's actually just right here where you can come, you can explore, you can adventure on. And so if people are interested in doing this, is it better that they call ahead and make a reservation?
Yeah, we do recommend that people call ahead or go online to our website to see what our availability is. Because everything is guaranteed private and we don't mix groups, we need to have a reservation ahead of time just so that we can guarantee that space and there's no conflicts.
Which makes it nice and convenient, and that way you know that you're getting the room that you want, first of all, and second of all, that way your entire group just gets to have your entire group, which is a ton of fun. And so if people are interested, what's the website for them to go to?
They can check us out on vailvalleyescaperoom.com. And we have a full list of our adventures, pictures of the rooms, descriptions of the stories, pricing, and participation limits.
And then, of course, where are you guys located, and what's the easiest place for people to park if they're coming to enjoy the adventure?
So we're located right here in Avon, Colorado, across from Christie Lodge and above the Beaver Liquor Store. And we have parking right here at the facility, so feel free to use that.
Which makes it so nice and convenient. That's something that's always a struggle here in our community, is making sure that you can park where you want to be. And so how wonderful is that? What are your hours of operation?
So we're open every day from 1:30, and then we start our last adventure at 7:30, and we start sessions every 2 hours. So definitely have a lot of availability and a lot of chances to get your group in here.
And as someone who has created these fabulous escape rooms, what inspired you to bring this to our community?
I mean, the first time I did one, it just really clicked as a great thing that our community could use. So as an indoor way to get the family out of the snow and not have to go to dinner or to a bar if that's not really what your group's into. So it just seemed like it really fit really well with kind of another indoor activity like bowling alleys or arcades. And we were very stoked and very happy to be the first in the Valley.
Zach, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us, give us all this great information, and thanks for what you do here in our community. You definitely are a great resource, especially during that time where maybe it's raining or it's like 100 degrees outside and you just need that nice air conditioning and a good place to go on an indoor adventure.
Yeah, no, we love accommodating our guests. We love what we do, and please come in and see us.
Make sure that you come out and you check out the Vail Valley Escape Room. It's a ton of fun. There's so many great options, and you can bring everyone in the family because it's so family friendly, and you need all of the attention to detail you can get to solve these. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. A time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Enjoy our heated lounge cars. View snow-capped mountains. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big Worlds. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, singing The World's a Big Place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Are you ready to party like it's 1999? Make your plans now for the ultimate après-Avon Beer Festival. Back in Avon, April 1st, starting at 1 p.m. Featuring rad tunes from Blink 90210 and jammy jams from Bandcamp. Plus unlimited beer, wine, spirits, and more. Tickets on sale now at avonbeerfest.com. Brought to you by the Town of Avon, Bighorn Toyota, C-Dot Bustang, PSI Plumbing, Can Do MS, and Pazzo's Pizza. avonbeerfest.com.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good Morning Vail.
All right, everyone, welcome back to our Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail. Just to look around here in the Vail Village from the parking garage, you can see Gandhi's running now. Gandhi won out of Vail Village. Sun's making its way out, and people are actually showing up just wearing shirts. They're not even wearing their heavy jackets right now. I don't know what they're thinking because it is still a little bit cool out here. Let's look at your weather for Tuesday. We are going to see temperatures still single digits for just a little bit longer, and then we'll make our way into double digits, the teens, the 20s. Probably around noontime, we'll get into about 30 degrees. So a quick warm-up once that sun gets up a little bit higher. 7 degrees, though, to start around 8 o'clock. We're going to have that high temperature of about 42 degrees with a slight breeze, mostly sunny skies all around Eagle County over the course of the day. Your hourly forecast shows you sunshine and mostly sunny skies throughout the entire day. Temperatures midday 42, 4 p.m. about 40 degrees. And then this evening around 8 o'clock we'll drop to about 32. It'll get a little bit cooler. We'll go into those details in just a little bit. Denver temperatures and really all around Eagle County sunshine. For Denver, 52 degrees today, 42 for Vail, 42 for Avon, and 43 degrees for Eagle. And just bright sunshine for your day here in Eagle County. 17 degrees will be that low temperature this evening. Sun setting at about 7:26. And actually sun is rising a little bit earlier too. So our mornings are a little bit brighter as we make our way into springtime. The last few days of March. Partly cloudy skies this evening. And then for the 5-day forecast, for Wednesday we're going to see 50 degrees in Vail, mostly sunny skies. For Thursday, 45 degrees. There's a 50% chance of afternoon snow showers for Thursday, 60% chance of some snow showers during the day on Friday. Friday will be a high of 34 degrees. Then that sunshine is going to return for Saturday with a high of 44. Then nice and warm on Sunday with a high of 48. So yeah, perfect once again. That's a look at your weather forecast here for the Vail area. All right, now, if you're traveling around Eagle County, we are starting to see that freeze thaw. We've got some great details coming up. I just want to make sure and find out if you are all ready for it. And as soon as Maddie, she just needs to calm down a little bit, then she's got your road report coming up next.
I don't know what I'm calming down from. Maybe the excitement of the puppies, maybe the excitement of all the Taylor Swift puns. But if you are getting out there on those roads, it's really important that you give yourself that extra travel time, and especially during this freeze-thaw cycle. So we do see those temperatures warm up quite a bit throughout the course of the day. You can see on both sides of the I-70 corridor, actually all of the sides of the I-70 corridor, there is snow built up. So it's really important that when you're out there, you just give yourself that extra travel time, and especially with these cooler temperatures that we're seeing first thing this morning, because they thaw throughout the day when those temperatures warm up, that snow makes its way, that melt makes its way onto the roadways, then they freeze overnight, which could put you in that situation of being on that black ice. So you just want to give yourself that extra travel time, slow down a little bit, because it's really important that you stay safe out there so everyone else can stay safe. But during that thaw time, there is a chance for all of that water to be kicked up onto your windshield. So you want to make sure that your windshield wipers are new and that you've got a lot of fluid in your car. That way you don't run out, and that way you can see out there, because it's important that you can see so you can drive. Now, if you are hitting those roads, and especially as we're seeing another storm front make its way to us later into the week, then you can always use these great resources for more information. So you can go to co.gov. That way you can get more information on where the construction is and what's happening on those roadways. Then you can go to cotrip.org to use those cameras and see exactly what's happening on the roads before you get out there and hit those roads, and especially if you're traveling along that I-70 corridor. Now, for more information closer to home, you can sign up for EC Alerts, and you can go to ecalerts.org, and then that way, if there's any construction, any delays, then you get those text messages right to your phone, and especially because we've been seeing some crazy things along that I-70 corridor recently, and so it's important that you're keeping yourself safe and everyone else around you safe. Now, keep in mind, as it starts to get warmer out there, we will start to see more construction happening on those roads, and especially around some of those roundabouts and in some of those highly congested areas, so it's important that you're nice and safe out there. Here's another shot of that I-70 corridor. If you're traveling eastbound first thing in the morning, you do have to watch out for that sun glare. Now, if you're making your way to Denver first thing in the morning, sometimes they shut down that I-70 corridor because of that sun glare on Floyd Hill, and especially with all of that snow that we have. So it's just better to be in the know before you go. Now, if you're traveling westbound around dusk, around that sunset, that's when you're at risk of that sun glare into the evening. So you just want to make sure that you're prepared. Have a pair of sunglasses in your car and just give yourself that extra travel time. It's really important that we keep everyone safe on those roads. There's still some traction laws in effect going up and over Vail Pass, and especially as we're going to continue to see these storm cycles kind of navigate their way through our community and our town. So just be prepared for all of that, and especially as we approach later into the week. Now, if you are getting out there on those roads and maybe you want to lessen your emissions, well, there's a great way to do so, and we're going to introduce you to the TV8 Visitors Bureau and show you the Avon bus systems right now. We're really excited to introduce you to TV8's newest on-air segment. It's called the TV8 Visitors Bureau, and what that does is it helps you navigate getting around town from point A to point B, or find the restaurant you want to go to, or maybe even give you tips on where you should go for what kind of meal you're looking for. And right now we're here at the Avon Transit Center, where we're going to be giving you information on which bus you should catch depending on where you want to go, because there's a red line, a blue line, a skier and restaurant shuttle, and so there's a lot of information here. If you're staying down in Avon, the Avon Skier Shuttle will pick you up at so many great locations and get you up to Beaver Creek Mountain for you to enjoy skiing and riding up there. And the bus comes every 15 minutes to each stop, so therefore you can get to the mountain very quickly and efficiently. You can go to avon.org for more information in the entire bus schedule. Now, the EcoBus is an inter-county bus that can take you from Eagle to Vail and anywhere in between. Whether you're looking to go to Minturn or Eagle Vail, this is the bus that's going to get you from point A to point B. And for more information on that, you'll go to eaglecounty.us to see exactly the bus schedule that's taking place there. That's going to do it for this edition of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. I hope it helps you get from point A to point B, and it helps you navigate the bus system here in Avon just a little bit. We'll be back with more after this.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun & Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon, or learn more at sunandski.com.
Tune in to Good Morning Vail for your chance to win tickets to the Ultimate Après Avon Beer Festival coming to town Saturday, April 1st. When you hear the Watch and Win jingle, be the first to call us at 970-628-9881. Brought to you by the Town of Avon, Bighorn Toyota, CDOT, Mustang, PSI Plumbing, Can Do MS, and Pazzo's Pizzeria.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TVA, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. If you missed Scoreboard in the first hour of your Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail, well then we're going to replay it for you in the second hour. Now, Scoreboard is a great way for you to know what's happening with our local high school sports here in the community. We're giving students the opportunity to really shine as they're perfecting these sports throughout their high school careers. Now, you can catch Scoreboard every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday here on Good Morning Vail. That way you can know exactly what's happening and you can be part of all the fun. Now let's see what was happening with Eagle Valley this week.
Welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm Ben Roof, here to tell you about our Valley's fantastic local sports. Unfortunately, due to all of the snow that we got over this past week, a lot of the games ended up getting canceled. But Eagle Valley was still able to play boys lacrosse and girls soccer this weekend. They faced off against strong mountain rival Steamboat, and we were able to catch up with both teams. First, talking to the boys lacrosse team about how they're getting their season started off on the right foot, even though they suffered a difficult 10-2 loss. Do me a little favor and tell me about your team this season and how it's compared to seasons in the past.
You know, we have a great group of seniors, a lot of leadership with these guys. They're really selfless. They play for each other, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff.
Oh, fantastic. So among your seniors this year, who are you really looking towards being captains, assistant captains, more or less leading the team formally?
So we have Julius Peterson. He's a midfielder. He's been starting on varsity for 4 years already. Great player. We have Josh Bissett. He is another one of our captains and close defenseman. And Maddie Bradford, Vail Christian kid that's playing for us, another captain. And they're great kids. They play for each other, and they get the job done.
So is most of the team pretty experienced at lacrosse, or do you have anybody who's just starting to pick up the sport?
We have a great mix of kids. A lot of kids have been playing since, the 5th, 6th grade. We also get a lot of kids that come out, as their first year as freshmen and sophomore. And, we don't turn anyone away. We don't cut. And, it's a great family environment on our team.
So when you don't turn anyone away, you don't cut, is there any issues with dealing with that many kids? Do you have to split the team up, varsity, JV, and a freshman team, or?
We'd love to get a freshman team. We just don't have enough kids for that right now. We have about 40-ish kids, and we want everyone to be included.
Moving on to girls soccer, where our Eagle Valley team faced off against Steamboat on Saturday. Unfortunately, it was a really difficult game, made extra challenging by some blowing snow and some really cold conditions. Unfortunately, the Steamboat Sailors managed to take home the victory 4-0. But we caught up with the Eagle Valley Devils coach and talked a little bit about how they're getting the season started off and a little bit about what they're doing moving forward.
We got a lot of girls who came back this season. We lost 6 seniors, but we're working with a strong group of seniors right now. So we got 9 seniors on the team, and 7 or 8 of them are starting out there on a regular basis. So it's a good experienced squad, and they're super supportive of each other. And already, I think, coming off of a tie against Glenwood Springs last Thursday, we worked on a couple things, made some adjustments, and I thought they executed on them really well today.
Well, it's really awesome to see that competitive spirit driving. What are you guys going to do coming up in preparation for your next couple of games?
Stay healthy, and I think keep working on the things that we're doing well, so we can do them better, and utilize just the tools we have. Watching our game tapes, studying ourselves, and I think just coming together as a team. We have a group of kids here who are just absolutely 100% behind each other. And so I think they help make each other better at practice, and they love to train. And I think that will just carry that through. We've got a game on Thursday and a game on Saturday, both at home. So,
well, fantastic. So we'll come join you guys at those games here at home coming up. And best of luck in your next practice. I'll let you go get inside and get warm now.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Now let's take a look at this week's Game of the Week. As the weather starts to warm up this week, we should have some great days ahead for our local high school sports. Battle Mountain Lacrosse has 2 big games this week. First, against local rival Vail Mountain School, which will be Wednesday at 5:30, home at Battle Mountain. That's going to be a great game, but the one we're really looking forward to is Battle Mountain versus Eagle Valley. Our 2 biggest schools in the valley facing off against their biggest rival at 5:30 on Friday at Eagle Valley. That game is going to be wonderful. The whole community is going to be there, and we hope to see you there too. That's all the time we have for today's update. Don't forget to catch us here next time on The Scoreboard.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Are you ready to party like it's 1999? Make your plans now for the ultimate après-Avon Beer Festival. Back in Avon, April 1st, starting at 1 p.m. Featuring rad tunes from Blink 90210 and jammy jams from Bandcamp. Plus unlimited beer, wine, spirits, and more. Tickets on sale now at avonbeerfest.com. Brought to you by the Town of Avon, Bighorn Toyota, CDOT Mustang, PSI Plumbing, Can Do MS, and Pazzo's Pizza. avonbeerfest.com.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
there, everyone. On today's episode of Good Day Vail, I am so excited to bring to you an episode around Vail Valley Partnership. I bet you don't know all the ins and outs, so stay tuned for this fabulous episode, and you will learn everything there is to know about Vail Valley Partnership. Cheers.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take one final look at that local weather forecast. We had Mark out and about running around Vail first thing this morning, and he said it was pretty chilly out there. Temperatures around 8 a.m. 7 degrees, progressively warming up to a high of 42. This is that freeze-thaw cycle that we were talking about in that road report. Mostly sunny skies throughout the course of today. We are expecting to see a slight breeze roll through coming out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see those temperatures warming up pretty rapidly. That high is going to take place between that 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour. We will see a little bit of cloud coverage rolling in as we approach this evening. So if you are getting out there, just make sure that you're bringing quite a bit of sunscreen with you because the UV rays are going to be quite intense throughout the course of today. Now, if you are traveling along that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver, slightly warmer, 52 degrees in Denver, beautiful sunshine down there, 42 in Vail, 42 in Avon, 43 in Eagle. So temperatures ranging in the mid-40s here in Eagle County. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 17 degrees is our overnight low, continuing with that freeze-thaw cycle. That sun setting just a little bit later by the day, 7:26 p.m. is when we're going to see that sun go down, and the sunsets have been incredible. I saw one yesterday right as I was driving into Rifle, and it was breathtaking. So make sure that you make your way out and you appreciate the alpenglow and those beautiful sunsets that we've been seeing. Now, we are going to see those winds continue out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour overnight tonight. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, mostly sunny skies tomorrow, a high of 50 degrees. It is going to be absolutely a beautiful spring day tomorrow. Then we've got a nice little low pressure system making its way in on Thursday, 50% chance of afternoon snow. That's going to continue into Friday with those snow showers, 60% chance of precipitation. Temperatures progressively dropping down by Friday, 34 degrees is our high. Now, continuing into the weekend, we are expecting to see that sunshine make its way back out. Another high pressure system coming in and sitting above us for Saturday and Sunday. 44 degrees on Saturday, 48 degrees by Sunday. So it is going to be a beautiful weekend to soak up that sunshine. Now, I don't know about you, but I love when the weather is like this, when we get to see that sunshine, but then we also have the opportunity to continue to build our snowpack just a little bit. Now, if you are making your way into the backcountry at all, make sure that you check online because we've seen those conditions kind of vary throughout the course of the last week, and especially as we're seeing this freeze-thaw cycle and then this new snow make its way out. And so you just want to make sure that you're staying nice and safe out there, and everyone in your group is staying nice and safe as well. If you are making your way up to Vail or Beaver Creek Mountain, they've both seen 5 inches of new snow in the last 48 hours, meaning it's going to be a ton of fun out there. You can start your morning at either resort at 8:30, so if you've not yet made it out of the house to enjoy either Vail or Beaver Creek, well, then you can still do so right now, and then you can get out and enjoy your afternoon until 4 p.m. up on the mountain. Don't forget, up on Beaver Creek Mountain, they give away free cookies at 3 p.m. So it's a great time to be out there enjoying all of the delicious options that Beaver Creek has in store for you. And if you're up in Beaver Creek, make sure that you check out the Vail Performing Arts Center, as they've got some wonderful things taking place up there, and you can go to vailpac.org. Now, we want to thank you so much for tuning into this Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail. I've really missed getting to be here each and every morning, and so I'm happy to be back here right in my favorite spot each and every morning for you. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for another great episode of Good Morning Vail, and if you have room in your heart, check out the Eagle County Animal Shelter.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or